Hey there, and welcome to Unit 2, Discovering the Gap. That was not like my hippie peace sign. I try to give a thumbnail of the unit in question, so that's what the 2 is all about. Um, we're through Unit 1, Foundations of Design. I hope everyone feels fairly comfortable at this stage and has sort of worked through establishing partnerships. We have some really cool projects that have already surfaced. I'm really excited about where some groups are headed. Uh, Hopefully, feel comfortable at this point. I've mentioned this through a few announcements, but this is definitely a sort of fluid process, and I'm going to try and be as open and honest about where there's flaws and where we can shift and so just keep the communication coming. We are sort of in this together. I definitely want to build as much community as possible. If anything's not working for you, let's see what we can do to make that shift so it's helpful and useful for everybody. As we look towards discovering the gap, we have a sort of absorb week for module 3. That is really just focusing in on, now that we have topics figured out, we have partners established, hopefully a partner or a team sort of name generated. Let me know if you haven't gotten to that point. Loved some of the creativity around some of the naming. But this first piece of Unit 2 is really about just like, what is the gap? And so we'll take a full week to sort of dig into who our learners are, understand what is the gap that exists in skills, in motivation, in behavior. These can take a lot of different flavors, but know that a successful solution design and instruction design and plan really is sort of all framed around identifying a very clear gap in where learners need to be and where they currently are. So that's what Module 3 is all about. Module 4, and there'll just be another quiz. So be sure to get quiz 2 in by September 8th. Then we are focused on sort of the first major project component of the solution design document, which is the learner personas. That'll be due September 15th. And so there we're leveraging this sort of framework for empathy and really digging into what the reality of some learners, potential learners, that may benefit from this solution design. What's their background? We'll go through sort of a 4-step process of really digging into who our learners are. So we'll craft two learner personas. Again, how you sort of break that work up is sort of up to you. So definitely connect with your team, with your partners, understand who's got skill sets where. Some may be more design inclined and want to help on that side. Some may be heavier on the sort of research, and others may have an interest in writing and editing. So just figure out what that balance is for those learner personas. That's it, and then a sort of deconstruction of the frameworks that we looked at towards the end of Unit 1. I really like to revisit the frameworks and models to just sort of really dig into why they matter and why they should really sit over the top of our thinking as we move through this first analysis phase of design. So that's about it. Again, just a quiz in the first week, and then our learner personas and the design framework deconstruction discussion for Module 4 in week 4. That's it. Welcome to Discovering the Gap and Unit 2. Reach out if you have questions.